This recording and let's begin. So, welcome everyone. It's Sunday evening. Thank you for being flexible and showing up this evening. We are transitioning from, of course, summer to fall. So, tonight's class coincides with the fall equinox, which I think actually the official time is tomorrow at like 2:30 p.m. But it's a pretty significant time of the year, and if you're like me, I just love the transition to fall. This time of year here, even in Florida, we can kind of feel the shift in the breeze in the air, the vibe, and of course the days are getting a little shorter. And with the fall equinox, we have today's or tomorrow would be the day or the of equal night and day, so equal darkness and light, which is pretty significant from a yogic perspective, where it's a poignant point of balance with light and dark equal, day and night in harmony. And we also have a new moon in the sky. So it's a time of renewal, time of reflection, and a really great opportunity to set an intention, plant some seeds for the season that lies ahead. Okay. So for tonight's class, I just invite you, as always, to pause, to enjoy some time into stillness, and to take some time to reflect for yourself and to set or create or connect to any intentions that you would like to plant for the season ahead. We'll begin with breath work, as always, so about 15 minutes of breath work as a way to transition from perhaps the busyness of a weekend or whatever it is you might have been doing, and transition into stillness. So begin, if you haven't already, allow yourself to get truly, truly comfortable. Take some time to cozy up and then rest your eyes. And as the eyes close, here's this first moment of sort of checking in with yourself, this moment of arrival. And use that moment to be sure that you feel truly comfortable physically. Take some time to align your spine. Of course, you could be lying down or seated. Feel for a little bit of length and space at the back of your neck and the base of your skull. Feel also for length from the earlobes to your shoulders, sides of the neck. You're going to draw your chin down and in just slightly. Soft downward gaze of your eyes. And the opportunity to look and move inward. Feel for spaciousness in your low back and the back of your hips. And if it helps, perhaps support the back of your knees with a couple of pillows. Check in with your feet. And be sure that your feet and your hands are grounded upon something. Right? Perhaps your bed or your couch, your yoga mat. Or if you're seated, your hands might be resting in your lap. Allow your palms to open skyward. And begin to feel the breath. Allow your breath to be natural. Only effort would be to breathe through the nose. And begin to sense the breath slowing down as your body becomes more still. Notice what happens to the breath as you soften the eyes a bit more. Release, relax the jaw. Allow for a little bit of space between the lower jaw, and at the back of your tongue. Feel points of contact with the ground, the surface below you, back of the head, shoulder blades, back of the rib cage, low back, and the back of your hips. Allow the arms and the legs to feel weighted. Palms of the hands and soles of the feet to feel light. And then ever so gently, from the deep low belly, take a slow, deep breath in through the nose and take your time. Take your time to stretch your lungs, the rib cage, and the heart space. Take a moment to pause at the top. Feel for the fullness, the expansion. And then as it feels good for you, maybe open the mouth and exhale through your mouth, your lips, or the nose. And just sense what it feels like to let go. Notice the natural breath or two that follows. And then we'll do it again. This nice, big, deep inhale from the belly, breathing in. And as you breathe in, feel for greater presence within you. Take a moment to pause at the top of the inhale, enjoying that moment of presence. And then exhale any way that feels good, out through the mouth, lips, or nose. And notice what it feels like to empty out, to let go, to release. Natural breath to follow. And with each breath, each of these big deep breaths, we're taking the time to become more present through the inhale. And with every exhale, letting go of anything that might be keeping you present from being present, feeling present with oneself. So let's do it again from the deep low belly. Breathe in. Take your time, stretch your lungs, your rib cage, open through the heart space. Pause at the top. And then exhale to let go. And then natural, restful breath. Notice how your body is beginning to respond to the breath and to this time in stillness. And then begin to feel, with very little to no effort, begin to feel for steadiness in the breath. And just sense this breath, steady and smooth, as we begin to practice Samavriti, equal part inhale and exhale to a steady count of 4. I'll provide the count. If my count is too fast or too slow, feel free to follow your own tempo. Take a slow, deep breath. Exhale to let it go. And then let's begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale, same length of time. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale, same length of time. Continue on your own. Perhaps you're counting the inhale, the exhale, or simply sensing the steady rhythm. Continue for a few more rounds. If you become distracted, lost in thoughts, simply pick up with your next inhalation. Every inhale, a moment, an opportunity to become present. Every exhale, letting go. And then once you sense the steady rhythm, let go of the effort and feel for the letting go of the effort. And notice how the breath responds. Breath becomes natural, perhaps more restful. Notice how your body physically is beginning to respond to this steady internal rhythm offered by the breath. Notice your mind, how the mind is beginning to respond to the natural steady rhythm of the breath. For our final breath practice this evening, we're going to do Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, but I invite you to do this as a sensory practice. So rather than using the hand and the fingers to manipulate the nostrils, allow yourself to just sense the breath. moving through one side of the nose and then the other. Most important in this practice to really sense the breath and the shift from one side of the nose to the other is to really soften your eyes. Relax all the muscles in your face, your jaw, back of the throat. Sense your body breathing. Feel for the breath at the tip of the nose and the center of the nostrils. And then sense or even visualize inhaling left side of the nose, exhaling right side. Inhale right side of the nose, exhale left. Inhale left side of the nose, exhale right. Inhale right side of the nose, exhale left. We'll continue, sense inhaling left side of the nose, exhaling right. Inhaling right side of the nose, exhaling left. Continue on your own for another 3 full rounds, beginning with the left side, breathing in. Each round completes, exhaling through the left side. Sense the steady internal rhythm. Begin to feel for harmony in the rhythm of the breath. As you balance the lunar and the solar energy channels of the body, the right and left hemispheres of the brain, aligning. Integrating. Allowing for wholeness. When you finish your last round, simply sense the breath. And you might sense the residual pattern of alternate nostril breathing. You might also sense the residual rhythm of samavriti, equal part inhale and exhale. You might also sense an internal state of coherence, harmony, all held together through stillness and the breath. And then allow yourself a very seamless, smooth transition to Yoga Nidra. the practice of yogic sleep. Allow yourself another moment to check in. Be sure that you feel comfortable. If your body's cooling down, now would be a good time to perhaps grab an extra blanket or put on a cozy pair of socks. And then simply sense your body breathing the breath, whole body breathing the breath, inviting you to embrace these moments of stillness. In the practice of Yoga Nidra, there is nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. We're allowing the body to rest deeply while allowing our awareness to stay awake. It's this state of deep inner relaxation, expanded conscious awareness, where we can allow the thoughts to come and go, passing like clouds. We notice sensations in the body, rising, falling with the breath. It's in this state of stillness that we can allow ourselves to be exactly as we are, letting go of expectation, judgment, and embracing oneself. Give yourself full permission to be present and to be still with oneself. Welcome yourself. And then take some time. At the beginning of the journey, we take the time to connect or to create your inner sanctuary. This is a place within you of safety and peace. Your inner sanctuary could be a forest, perhaps the beach, or a quiet room in your home. Take some time to connect, to feel, and to absorb the essence of your inner sanctuary. This is your place of renewal. As you begin to rest in your inner sanctuary, feel for the heart space, the energetic heart space within and around center of the chest. You might feel your heart beating, steady, in harmony with the breath. And as you connect to the heart space, notice what brings you here to Yoga Nidra. And listen for your heart's intention. Is there something you would like to receive or to offer to oneself or even another in these moments of rest? Whatever your intention might be, speak it as truth in the present tense. I am balanced and steady I am open to new beginnings. Whatever your intention might be, connect. And then repeat it to yourself, either out loud or within, at least 3 times. Feel it through the breath, breathe it in. And as you exhale, allow it to sink deep within, like planting a seed. And then begin to sense the breath within and around the navel center, the deep low belly. Feel for the inhale, feel for the exhale. And we'll begin counting down the breath from the belly, breathing in, breathing out from a count of 10 to 1. You can follow my count or your own. Inhale, exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to sense whole body breathing the breath, effortless, in a state of ease. And as we journey through the body this evening, I invite you to keep it simple and simply allow for a state of ease in each part of the body that we touch upon. A feeling of ease, a feeling of letting go, whatever it is that you are in need of, inviting to the body, to the mind, to oneself. Begin to sense right side of your body, breathing the breath. Bringing your attention to the palm of the right hand and sense the palm of the right hand breathing each breath. Sense the tip of the right thumb breathing the breath. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the right pinky, back of the right hand, right wrist, and the whole right arm, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Right side of the rib cage, right side lung, right side of the heart space, right side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Right hip and the whole right leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sense the whole right side of the body alive with the breath. And then bring your attention to the left side of your body. Begin to sense the left side of the body. Feel for each breath. Palm of the left hand, sense the breath. And the tip of the left thumb. Left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky. Back of your left hand, left wrist, and the whole left arm. Forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space, left side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Left hip and the whole left leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sense the whole left side of the body alive with the breath. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Begin to feel the back of the body breathing the breath. Breath remains effortless. Sense the bottoms of your feet, heels, and the back of your legs, calves, upper back thighs, back of your knees. Sense the very tip of your tailbone, center of low back, and the back of your hips, back of the rib cage, lungs, and the heart space. Sense the entire back side of the spine, space between the shoulder blades, outer edges of the shoulder blades, back of the shoulders, and the arms, upper arms, elbows, back of the forearms, wrists, hands, and the fingers. Sense the skin on the back of the neck, base of the skull, back of your head, from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers to your toes. Sense the entire back side of the body, sensing the breath, back of the body, alive with the breath. And then bring your attention to the front side of the body, sensing the breath in the front of the body, center of the forehead, space between the eyebrows, tip of the nose, cheekbones, temples, upper jaw, lower jaw, and the space between. Space between the collarbones, front side of the rib cage, lungs, and the heart space. Front of the shoulders and the arms, upper inner arms, elbows, inner forearms, wrists, palms of the hands and the fingertips. Sense the navel center, above and below, front of the hips, and the front side of your legs, upper thighs, kneecaps, shins, tops of the feet, and the tips of your toes. From the tips of the toes to your fingertips to the crown of your head, sense the entire front side of the body. Feel for the breath. Front side of the body, alive with the breath. And then begin to sense whole body as one. All sides of the body integrating as one whole self. Front and back of the body, left and right sides of the body, all sides of the body as one integrated whole self. Sense the space within you, the outer confines of the physical body, and then sense the infinite amount of space within you and the space beyond. Sense the whole body integrated, allowing for a state of ease and contentment, held by the sensation of the breath, held in harmony by the steady rhythm of the breath, effortless ease, stillness. In these moments of stillness, we can begin to invite pairs of sensation, pairs of opposites. This practice teaches the mind to hold opposites in a state of union and harmony, allowing for balance and integration. Begin to sense within the body the feeling of heaviness. Notice where within the body you sense heaviness. And then notice the opposite, lightness. Notice where within the body you sense lightness. And then sense both. Feel, allow for the feelings of heaviness, the sensations of lightness. Notice both as one continuous spectrum of sensation in the body. Notice the feeling of stability in the body. Notice the sensation of stability. And then sense the opposite, movement. Notice where within the body you sense movement. And then notice both sensations of stability, feeling anchored, sensations of movement in the body. Notice, feel, allow for both as one continuous spectrum of sensation in the body. And then begin to notice the feeling of restlessness in the body. Notice where within the body you sense restlessness. Notice the opposite. Notice the feeling of calm in the body, the feeling of calm. And then notice both sensations of restlessness, the feeling of calm. Notice, feel, allow for both restlessness, calm, as one continuous spectrum of sensation in the body. And then notice the feeling of longing, the feeling of longing in the body. Notice the opposite, feeling of contentment in the body. And then notice, feel, allow for both sensations of longing, contentment. Notice both as one continuous spectrum of sensation in the body. And then allow yourself to sense all the pairs of opposites: heaviness, lightness, stability, movement, restlessness, calm, longing, contentment. Notice them all, and then allow them to all dissolve into stillness to the point of the equinox, where all opposites rest in balance. And then notice the space behind the eyes. Begin to visualize using the mind's eye. Begin to observe oneself standing in a quiet forest in the early fall under the dark sky of the new moon. And around you, you sense the earth shifting, preparing for rest and renewal. In the palms of your hands, you hold seeds and you plant them one by one in the soil. These seeds carry your intentions, your hopes for the season ahead. As you plant the seeds, you cover them gently with the earth, and you begin to see these seeds glowing softly in the darkness, nourished by balance and stillness and trust. Under the new moon, the soft light of the new moon, you sense these seeds and you trust that they will grow in their own time. You water these seeds with your presence as you sit in stillness and breathe the breath. In this effortless state of being. You sense your body taking a breath, and you feel it letting go with a sigh. at last. In these moments of stillness, you can finally appreciate the gift of your own unique presence, resting in harmony and balance and in stillness. Take some time to reconnect to your statement of truth and repeat it to yourself or out loud another 3 times. And then breathe it again. Breathe it in and let it go. Trusting the transition to the season ahead and the transition into this journey of life that lies ahead. Sense your whole body breathing the breath. And as it feels good for you, from the deep low belly, take a slow, deep breath. Breathe it all in, taking in every last bit of the Yoga Nidra journey. And then when you're ready to let it go, let it go. Exhaling through the mouth, nose, or lips. Notice the natural breath that follows. And in these last few moments, take some time here to thank oneself for showing up this evening and for taking the time to care for yourself in all ways, all layers of your being, body, mind, and soul. And perhaps welcome yourself into the season that lies ahead. The Yoga Nidra journey is now complete. Of course, if you would like to take the time to rest longer, please feel free to do so. Perhaps you're fortunate enough to be able to just drift off to sleep. If not, right, take some time to rest a little longer, move slowly, gently reawaken the body. Maybe a little wiggle of your fingertips, your toes. Also take a nice big stretch. And then just moving slowly, gently into your evening and the week that lies ahead. I'd like to thank each one of you for showing up on a Sunday night, for sharing your Sunday with me. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to reach out in any time. I'll close this out quietly with one final deep breath in through the nose. Exhale to let it go. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you next week. Namaste.